And we are live. What is going on, everyone? Hope you're having a good Sunday. I'm going to welcome my guest, the Geek Fortress, Luis from the Geek Fortress. Say hi, Luis.
Hi, Louise.
Anyway,
Ha-
guys, so Aquaman came out early for us Prime members. It was a fantastic movie in itself. I believe it was really good. And we're here to really discuss what we thought about it, what we liked, what we didn't like, and what we really see the DCU EU going from here. Uh, there will be spoilers. We both of us have done on our channels a spoiler-free version. This one is for the spoilers, so if you're not a fan of spoilers, I'm sorry,
yeah,
but you've been warned.
yeah.
So let's dive into it. And let's go with the guest first. What did you like about Aquaman, Luis?
Hey, man. First of all, thank you so much for having me. It is an honor to be here in your channel, my good sir. And I want to say hi again because before I just said hi, Louisa. My name is Louis. I'm from the Geek Fortress. You guys probably have seen my
I am
content.
sorry I just butchered your name.
No, it's okay. No need to worry about it. You would think that it's pronounced Louise. Like technically they would pronounce it Louise, but I'm just used to Louis. It doesn't matter, dude. Just don't call me late for dinner. You know. Um, but yeah. But going straight to it, guys. Aquaman. Great movie. It was really really awesome. It's definitely ever since Wonder Woman. This was probably the next movie that breathed some light into the DCU, and it's a good example of what they can do when they get their, excuse my French, shit together and they know how to work on a character. And yeah, there was ups and downs, but I think overall this is after Wonder Woman. This is ever since Wonder Woman. This is the second movie that I it has given me hope for the DC universe.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I mean, it really feels like knowing also that like Jeff Johns wrote and produced this, and he's written Aquaman. I mean, he wrote, I think personally, one of my favorite Aquaman runs. Um, and seeing the character being portrayed correctly and giving like the power to the directors, like letting them decide and really making it a really well-rounded movie. I mean, I was nervous because it's the DCEU.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
everyone was kind of a little nervous
I
on that.
I even mentioned this in my review for DC Universe movies. You have to step lightly, but I'm glad that this one I was just like, you know what, I'm going all in, and I'm glad I did. It was really good. But yeah, these you hear DC Universe and you're like, ooh, you know. But it's true. You give the right director the right tools and they make it work. I mean, get away from Zack Snyder, bro. There is so many good directors out there.
Yep, and Juan did and was it James Wan, right? I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah, he did a good job. And there was like I was seeing after like all the on Facebook, I was seeing all these just articles saying he's going to take over afterwards, and there was like one that said he is not taking over. He said no, hell way in hell he would take over. But I mean, giving if we just basically do what Marvel did, and yes, they might be copying, but get them solo films out first
Yeah.
before we make a second Justice League.
Yeah.
You know, because
Absolutely.
the first was just bleh. Let's not even talk about that
Yeah.
one. Oh,
Yeah, dude. It's they rushed it. I mean, everybody knows it. They rushed it. They wanted to beat the punchline because they saw that Marvel was ahead of the ball game by years, literally years. And Marvel took their time. You know, they let it stew with everybody. It was one character. Here's another character. Here's another character. Oh, and here's a hint of what's to come. You know, with the Easter eggs, the after credit scenes, and all of that. But they did it right, and DC just thought that maybe because of the power of their characters, they could just put something out there and everybody was going to watch it. Which in a way was right because I heard Justice League and I was like, take my money, you know. But it could have been, it should have been so much better, so much better. Like just let's just take it one. That's like second one little thing like Justice League. Let's look at the CGI in Justice League. Like Wolfenstein looks like he looks
crap.
weird. Yeah, thank
He
you.
just looks like crap. He just looks like crap.
Yeah,
Let's just say it right now. And
yeah.
and in my opinion, he's the weakest villain. Like
Mm-hmm.
out of all the DC villains you could have picked, you picked like the what was it like maybe like fourth hand of
Yep. The
Darkseid.
the
The
nephew of
no,
the nephew.
yeah, yeah, a guy like that no one, like if you say the word Steppenwolf to someone who has not read a comic or anything, they're gonna be
No,
like,
they
who the
wouldn't know.
fuck is he?
Yeah. And it's
And
crazy
it's just,
because I always thought it was going to be Darkseid. I mean, he was hinting toward Darkseid, everything, but then he gets mentioned in the movie, but that's it.
yeah, like he may have mentioned what, like once.
Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
pretty sure
That's
he's
it.
mentioned once,
Yeah,
and it's like,
it's Steppenwolf that mentions him, I think.
yeah,
And
he's
he,
just like
yeah.
for Darkseid, and it was
Yeah.
and like as a guy, I was like, okay, yes, I read the comic, I know what that means, but my wife was like, who the fuck is Darkseid? I'm like, good question right now, honey. Good question. Oh my
Oh man.
gosh. But it was just like, uh, but let's get back to Aquaman. Aquaman.
Yeah.
So Mara, yay or nay on how the actor portrayed her?
Okay, so I hated the wig, straight up. When the hair was wet, it looked nice, but when it was dry, it looked like a straight up wig. Like there was no ifs and buts around it. But I looked past that. I think she portrays that like almost lack of emotion that Mara has in a way, and at the same time throughout the movie, she has development. So I did like that. Do I think they could have picked a better actress? I dare say yes. But at the same time, I do like her performance, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I think the actress did a good job doing it. I mean, Mara's supposed to be a little bit of a hard ass, but
Yeah,
I mean, she did a good job in the beginning being that, and then
yeah.
yes, towards the development of having feelings towards Arthur. Uh, I mean, I can't see anyone. I can't picture anyone. I want to know who you're saying you could picture
Mm-hmm.
could do that better job than what we have now.
Oh, that's the thing. I don't know who. I just feel like maybe there could have been somebody else, but again, that's just me nitpicking, man. That's just me looking for stuff that I shouldn't be really looking for. You know how we are as fans. Sometimes we
Oh
look
yeah,
for crap we shouldn't be looking for. And to be honest, I mean, I think I've seen the actress in like another two other things, and maybe that's why, in a way, made me part judgment because of that. But watching her in the movie was good, and like I told you, she did a good job, and the whole her like her feelings and everything. I always looked at her as a character that she's a badass, she's a hard ass. I mean, we're talking about the woman who became the Guardian of Rage in Blackest
yep,
Night, you know. So
yep,
she is a badass. She is angry in a way, but she always have a soft side, and that soft side it's her king. It's Aquaman, you know. She gets to be herself with Aquaman, and that's the way that I've always portrayed her in my head. Like in all the stuff that I've read about her. And she had a solo issue recently, not too long ago. I didn't read the whole thing, but I read like the first couple of issues, and I enjoyed that, you know. So in that aspect, she portrayed it very well. Like I said, again, nitpicking, just the wig I didn't like. That's about it. But her powers were portrayed very, very well. I really enjoyed that. Almost the water bending type thing. That was pretty awesome.
yeah.
And her interactions with Momoa were great. I also like that. Like that chemistry was definitely there. But yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know if I could find off the top of my head somebody else to play her, but overall she did a good job. It's just me being a nitpicking, but
Well, I mean, we're all fans. We always have something to nitpick on.
yeah.
What did we think about Momoa's acting on as Aquaman? What
Okay.
did you think?
I think that it was better than it was in Aquaman. Not as far as performance was, but as far as the way he portrays it per se. Because we all know that he's Aqua Dude. A lot of people were complaining about that. Professor Bill from Comic University was one of the first ones who like ripped him a new one because the way he was acting like a surfer dude. And I get it, I see it because that's not Aquaman. Like the way we've read it in the comic books. Like not if you go all the way back to Super Friends and stuff, he was never like that, you know. Maybe they wanted to do a different approach because let's face it, Aquaman has always been a joke. Not because we know that he's not a joke, you know. But the
Mm-hmm.
classic, oh, he can talk to fish, haha. He's like, no, my man, he can drown the world. You need to chill. You need to chill, you know? So in a way, I see why they portray him differently. But long answer short. Sorry, I like to babble a lot. Please
No,
forgive
not
us.
keep up. No,
Yeah.
no, keep on doing it. This
All
is
right. Um,
yeah.
but in Justice League, he was more of a surfer dude than he was in this one. In this one, and I'm gonna say it again, he's more like a part-time alcoholic, and he chills with his dad. He hangs out, and he this is post Justice League, so people know him. People want selfies with him and stuff like that.
That was the
So,
funniest thing ever. Like
oh
when
yeah,
those biker guys come up and you're expecting trouble.
I
Sorry
know.
again, like I said, spoilers, but the biker guys come up and they're expecting trouble, and they're like, "Can we get a picture?" They got that pink phone. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's like, "Don't touch me," and then they end up partying together and shit. I mean, that's amazing. It's great stuff, and that's another thing that I liked about the movie. It had colors, it had soul, it had funny moments, and I don't mean like, haha, every other thing it's a joke, funny moments, but it had that. What's the word I'm looking for? That charisma that that the other movies haven't really had, like Justice League. Yeah, they try to add a couple of jokes here and there because Joss Whedon, but other than that, it was mostly a Zack Snyder movie.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I thought Momoa, being an Aquaman fan, reading from Jeff Johns' run, I was just like, okay, I know for a fact he is not. Hey,
Yeah.
mahalo, all that. It's like, no, dude, no. Like, but like towards the end, he started taking away from being the surfer
Yep.
dude and being more of actual Aquaman. I mean,
Yep.
and taking the role, and I just that I can appreciate in his acting skills. What
Absolutely.
did we think? What did you think about Ocean Master?
Ocean Master. I love the actor that played him. I've seen him in a whole bunch of things. I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head right now, but that
Right
guy,
there.
yeah,
Okay,
that
yeah.
guy. He's really good. I really enjoy him as an actor. I like the way he portrayed him. He was very emotionally attached to the character. I enjoy that. You can almost feel his pain. The whole, oh, I'm the first son, but then this son of a bitch, blah 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 blah. So I understand that, and at the same time, I see like the whole, excuse me, little brother. He's the whole little brother complex, and you're like, okay, I see why this guy could be pissed because this guy, it's a half breed, blah blah blah. And the way he portrayed him was also really good, and his outfit was like spot on from the comic books.
I
I
know,
I
right?
really enjoy that, dude. Like when he put the
I,
helmet with the spikes, I was like, I'm done.
yes,
I,
I was sitting. I was like, oh, I was like, is he gonna get the hat on? Is he gonna get the hat on? Is he? Holy shit! He
yeah,
got the hat on. He's got the helmet on.
it was fantastic, and that's another thing. Like the wardrobe in this movie was amazing. Like
Top notch.
and I mean, this is spoilers. So once once Arthur gets in his orange and green suit, and that scene when he comes out of that waterfall, man, I
Oh,
got
I wooted. I was like, woo
I
woo.
I
Everyone
got
looked at me weird, but who
so
gives a shit?
dude, I don't blame you. I got so many goosebumps. I can even describe it. And see, that is the moment. Going back to your point, when he transcended from Aqua Dude to Aquaman, in my opinion.
Yep.
So maybe that is one of the reasons why they were giving him that approach, so that he could evolve in this movie. Let's just say that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, knowing
Because
Jeff Johns is probably what it is.
yeah, exactly. So he he definitely grew up from Justice League to this point. You actually saw him because he was a hermit. He didn't want to help nobody. He brought fish to people who were hungry, but he was like away from the world. And the movie starts with him helping out a submarine crew that had been kidnapped or I don't know what you would call it in a submarine, bottom jacked,
Pirated,
pirated. Thank you, that's the
hijacked,
word.
hijacked. I don't know. Something
Pirated. That's
pirated.
that's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best one. I am the captain now. So them, um, and them. That was beautiful. He knows. He's now starting to be more of a hero as to what he used to be. So little by little, you see him growing, and I like the way that they portray him like such a badass. Like when he's fighting on all those dudes, and you're just like, oh my god, And now it's not like when I was a kid that I was like, I mean, I always knew, but kids would be like, oh yeah, he just talks to fish, eh? But now they're like, holy crap, I want to be like Aquaman. Just like a kid would be like, oh, I want to be Superman. I want to be Batman. Now they can be like, I want to be Aquaman. And he deserves that.
Watch this year. well, this following year in October, like they're gonna be like kids dressing up as Aquaman galore,
Yeah,
and it's gonna be like,
yeah, absolutely. There was a lot of kids at the movie theater that I went to, dude. I was very surprised. I mean, I knew there was going to be a few kids, but there was a lot of kids. And they were
oh
watching
yeah.
intently. They were watching intently. Yeah.
Well, I
But
mean,
yeah, I mean,
this was a hit or miss. I mean, it could have been a hit or miss. If it didn't do well, then I was like, for me, when I walked in there, I was like, if this does not do well, I mean, I have no hope for the DCU.
I know.
There's no hope if this does not do well, and it did. It did really well, and it gave me hope. Just seeing, we got Shazam coming out, and we got now. I think there's confirmation there's a Plastic Man coming out too.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like I mean, the character is a comedic character, so it's going to be like a comedy. It's like a satire comic book type of movie, but I don't know if it's going to be taking place in the same universe. I don't know. But I'm excited about Flashpoint, even though it keeps getting delayed. But
is it Flashpoint though now? I heard
yeah,
it's just the Flash.
Is it? Oh, see, I didn't know. You know more than I do.
Well,
I've heard Flashpoint.
I've heard it's Flashpoint, and I've heard it's not Flashpoint. Like,
Okay.
I've heard people say it is Flashpoint, and I've heard it's not Flashpoint. But it keeps on getting delayed, so I don't know what it is.
I don't know, because it would be really cool to see an alternate timeline where Wonder Woman and Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa try to kill each other. How awesome would that be?
Oh my god!
How epic would that be?
And then have Jeffrey Dean Morgan pop up as Batman.
Oh, dude, having Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Batman would be amazing. I mean, he's been Negan, he's been the Winchester daddy. Now he has to be Batman. That would just be epic.
He has to be Batman with guns.
Oh, dude, absolutely. And it's. I mean, it would be really cool, and it would also explain, like, now that Affleck is out, and we don't know if Henry Cavill is out, even though now they're saying that he's not. Like, you would explain why they look different when he comes back from the Flashpoint.
That would be the perfect thing. If you had someone that, if you want to recast or redo anything, do Flashpoint.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my argument the whole time. Like, as soon as I heard they were doing Flashpoint, I was like, "There's your cop out. That's how you're gonna take care of that."
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll get it. If we get it, hopefully they'll get it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sorry, Warner Brothers, but like, you do not have a good track record. So it's Warner Brothers. We don't know what the fuck is gonna go on.
I know.
Because Warner Brothers, they could have. Oh. Yeah.
I know.
I'm not. So let's not go into that.
No, I hear you.
So we talked about what we liked. What did we not like about this movie?
Okay. So one of the things that bothered me a lot in the movie, and it took me like 2-3 after the second time is when I noticed, and then the third time it's still like, oh, but then the fourth time I was like, I saw that coming. There's a lot of explosions in this movie, and I mean, battle explosions are okay, but it's this very particular thing where two characters are talking to each other, and they're like having like either like a meaningful or deep conversation, and then boom, explosion to the face. And that happens like 4 or 5 times in the movies, remember? And that was one of the things I didn't like. And one of the things that I also found a little cliche, but at the same time, like, if you were reading a comic book, it would be in a comic book that way. It's them calling out their names, like, call me Black Manta, or call me Ocean Master, But it was epic at the end when he was like, I am Aquaman. I was like, okay, that one I get. But them calling out their names before, I was like, oh, really? Okay, cheesy, but I get it at the same time. Because they do that in comic books, That's usually when in the comic book when he says, I am, and then you see their symbol. And it's like, Ocean Master. Or don't worry, Superman is here, So it's a very comic book thing. So I get it. I respect it. But I saw it, and I was just like, oh, boy, here we go. But yeah, I mean, I can't really pick on much else. I wish there would have been a little more story between the time that the Queen left the lighthouse, go back to Atlantis, and supposedly she died. I would have liked to seen a conversation between her and William Dafoe's character, to when she tells him, please take care of my son, watch my son, But maybe it's a deleted scene. We don't know that, In a movie, there's only so much you can put. But that was one of the things I was discussing with my wife, actually. She feel like there was like a gap in there. And it gets filled with some flashbacks when he was like a teenager, when he was younger. But I would have liked to see another scene when she's like, I need you to help me take care of my boy. But other than that, dude, I can't really look at anything bad of the movie. I mean, I don't know. What about you? What do you think?
Well, unfortunately, when we got in there, we had to get our popcorn, and we missed. Like, I jumped in when Aquaman's mom was like just finishing up a fight,
Okay.
and so I didn't get to see the whole action sequence. But like, the one thing I do agree with you on that, like, I didn't think about it until you brought it up. Like, yeah, it did bug me that like they'd have a conversation, and then someone would just blow up in the face, and you'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, because the first it was like, okay, that's surprising. The second one, and then the third one, I was like, really?
This is a trend now.
This is this James Wan's like trait, like he does, like you know how J.J. Abrams has like flares all over the place.
Yeah.
Michael Bay has explosion.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder's slow motion. Is James Wan like interrupting with explosions?
Yep. I think that's what it is. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it didn't diminish the value of the movie in any way, shape, or form. It was just something that after I got out of the movie, I was like, wow, that really happened. But as I was watching the movie, I was almost looking out for the explosions after a certain point. Like when they were kissing underwater toward the end, I was like, where's the explosion? Where is the explosion?
Just exactly. Just like right there.
Like tsunami. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, it was there really wasn't that much I could pick out that was bad, other than like I said it before. I don't know if I said it before. Momoa being like a surfer dude bugged me, but I mean, later on during the line, he became, Aquaman.
Oh yeah.
And I said it in my review, and I think you've said it in your review too. I know you've said it in your review. I watched it. This is I mean, there's hope. There's hope for the DCU right now. There's definitely hope for this.
There really is. And they showed the trailer again for Shazam, and I really have hopes for that. I think
missed that again.
Yeah, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, they even the way it was is like the cast of Aquaman was sitting down and they like thanked all the Prime members. They were like, "Oh, we thank you, Prime members, for coming to watch the movie. Blah blah blah. Enjoy the movie." And before that was the trailers. They showed the Shazam trailer, and I think that was the only trailer they showed. Actually, I think it was just Shazam.
Which I can't wait for that one.
I know. I'm excited about that, and I have hopes for that. I mean, a lot of people are bashing it already, but I mean, they were doing the same thing with Aquaman. And
really, they were bashing Shazam? How were they bashing it?
Yeah, I actually was in a forum on Reddit where people were already like destroying it. They were like, "Oh, look at the muscle suit. It looks so fake. His head looks tinier than his body. Blah blah blah." And I mean, again, nitpicking. I see at some points, but I wasn't gonna give these guys like the benefit of telling them that I thought they were slightly right. No, I'm just looking at some of these comments, and they were like, "Well, I don't know if the kid who plays Billy looks enough like Billy," and I'm just thinking to myself, "He's a comic book character."
Yeah, I'm like, really? Like you could be a purist at some points, but like you have to give some leeway to like creative freedom. Exactly. And like, come on, like you guys can be like, "Oh, he doesn't look like Billy," but if you watch the trailer, it's exactly from Jeff Johns' run.
Yeah,
and I'm
it's perfect.
Come on!
Just by watching the trailer, seeing him going to the old wizard, and him wording Shazam and everything, and he is a kid who just got superpowers. That's why he's the way he is right now,
And Zachary Levi is the perfect kid. Like
exactly,
perfect.
exactly.
If you see him in Chuck,
yeah, of course, I love Chuck. So he in the best, nicest of way, he's like a man-child. So he knows what it's like. He's a geek, So he knows exactly what it's like.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, when they heard like Zachary Levi will be playing Shazam, I'm like, done, sold. Yeah. Take my money now. Take my money now. You got the perfect cast. I don't care who else is in it. I'm watching him.
Yep, exactly. But anyways, I didn't mean to stray away from Aquaman. But yeah, so they showed that trailer. It was really awesome. I'm really looking forward to Shazam. And hopefully after that, and we get the new Wonder Woman, we get another fresh air on the DC universe. And all I want in this life, because my favorite superhero of all time is Superman. All I want is another Superman movie that does it right, that gives me goosebumps in places I didn't know I could get goosebumps, and that makes me extremely happy. I enjoy Man of Steel, don't get me wrong, but it still wasn't the movie that I wanted. So I really like Henry Cavill as Superman. I really think he's great. Given the right tools, he can be a fantastic Superman, you know? And they just need to stray away from the emo Superman, emo Batman. I mean, Batman maybe a little, but like Superman. Like, do you not
Yeah.
know the character? And
Yeah. I don't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. Finish your sentence.
no. You're fine, man. I was just gonna say it's like I feel like they don't even do research sometimes. And then you look at like Patty Jenkins and everybody else who do a great job, and you're like, wow, you actually picked up a comic book. Good job. You know? Like Zack Snyder thinks that because he read 300 and he read Watchmen, he knows every comic book. And you know?
Yeah. I mean, what was it? I mean, I did understand what Zack Snyder was doing with Superman and Man of Steel. Like he was making it more realistic. If we saw if an alien came down and he looked like us and he had these powers, how would we actually react? We wouldn't be positive. We'd be freaking out. So I saw that aspect and I was like, I could appreciate you doing that. But yeah, Superman is an emo.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that. I was like, he's not.
Like
no.
I saw what he was trying to do, like you just said. It makes sense. That aspect, absolutely, you're 100% right. It makes sense. You know, people would think of him as like a god and this and that. But like one of the things that pisses me off the most, it's after the bomb goes off in that Senate, and he just fucking flies away. He flew away.
Did you watch the extended edition?
Yeah.
Okay, same thing. Okay, still okay. I'm just like, you understand why he didn't see the bomb? Because I had friends being like, "Why the fuck didn't he see the bomb?" Like watching the extended edition, it makes sense then.
Yeah, exactly. But and then I mean, I feel like Superman would have stuck around. He would have like, first of all, used super breath to put the fire out.
Yeah.
Still look around, use X-ray vision to see just in case anybody survived. But no, Holmes just flew away. He was like, you know what? I'm super emotional right now. I can't deal with this. Excuse me. Flies away. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. For everybody watching this. I don't mean to be so. What is it that the kids call it nowadays? Extra. But it's just that's how it feels.
It's true though. I mean, you guys got to really think about this. Like, we've been reading comics for a while, and just like seeing that and going, yeah, Superman would have done more. I get what Zack Snyder was trying to do, but it's not the Superman that we know and love. Unless you're doing Brian Azzarello's Superman, then yes, that's on point. That's Brian Azzarello's Superman.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was that? I think it's For Tomorrow. I read that. And I was just like,
Superman
wow.
For Tomorrow. That would make sense. The guy's dying, for God's sake. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
But like for one of my favorite panels ever with Superman is when he convinces somebody to not jump out. They were going to commit suicide. And I think that's actually an all-star Superman.
Yeah,
I think that's an all-star Superman, and it's this girl and then she's like, "Please don't stop me," and he's like, "I promise I won't stop you if you jump." But think about all the things. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, dude. It's such a good panel that
Grant Morrison.
It's like one. Yes, it's some of my favorite stuff ever, and just think like that's Superman, you know. He doesn't care about the fact that he might not be here tomorrow, but he wants to make sure that he tells this person, hey, don't do it. You know, there's more to live for. And then you have this other Superman who just flew away. Like, forget the fact that they might have been bystanders who got hit by gravel and stuff from the bomb. No. I'm just going to fly away. I'm going to go to the moon, cry a couple days, you know, and then come back.
And then look for Lois and, you know. Yeah. Wow.
Exactly. It's like, baby, I need to release some tension because I'm sad. Sad face.
Oh man, what was it? I mean, and let's just wing it wherever we want to go to. I mean, I'm gonna talk about Justice League, okay?
Yeah.
Justice League Batman. Okay, so the whole time I was like, when Joss Whedon started taking over. And they were making jokes. I was like, okay, one-liner, Flash, yes, fine. Superman, one-liner, okay.
Yeah.
Batman,
no.
Just no. Unless it's dark and depressing, no.
No, that's not Batman at all, dude. I mean, one of my favorite things. I don't know if this was a meme or something, or if it was in a my head is just full of random shit. Excuse my French. It was one of when I think it's I think it's Justice League. I think it's Justice League Unlimited. When the Flash is like smile and he's like, I am smiling, and it might have not been from Justice League, but the Flash tells that to Batman. No, it's an Injustice 2. That's what it is.
Oh, I haven't played that yet. Shoot.
Oh, dude, it's one of their conversations that they have, and then the Flash is like, "You should smile more," and Batman is like, "I am smiling," and I'm just like, "Oh my god, that's so Batman. That is so great."
That is.
So yeah, that's Batman. So him making jokes and stuff, not really Batman. You know, he's the complete opposite of making jokes. Like. Yeah. Spider-Man, it's all about jokes. Batman, it's all about... No, I don't think so. I'm just going to watch creepily and be a badass.
Just to stare out, stalk out, you know, what's going on in Gotham and everything.
Exactly.
Which character would you want to see in a movie in the DCU? Other than Superman.
My second favorite DC character is Nightwing. I would love to see...
Yes, you speak my language.
I would love, like, you don't understand, like, midnight release, sleep over the movie theater Nightwing movie. Oh, that's how badly I want a Nightwing movie. But now my hopes are going down the toilet because with Titans happening, it looks like they're going to be doing Nightwing on their end.
I have not watched the newest episode yet. I mean, I watched halfway through.
I mean, it's. I'm not spoiling anything, but I think that's where they're going with in this season.
Well, they did. I've heard they are going that well. Like in the end, he will get it. And I've heard also there's going to be other characters coming too. So
okay, but yeah, I mean, I would love to see some sort of Nightwing appearance somewhere in the DC universe, man. No, I would love that. Forget about it. That would be a dream come true. If I had to choose somebody else, I really feel like we deserve a better Hal Jordan story. Better Green Lantern movie. Like in Justice League, when I saw the Lantern, I mean, I'm guessing you're a Green Lantern fan. I'm just gonna take a stab at it here.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
Anything, but...
No. This is just a decoration. Uh-oh. I am losing audio. Hold on. I'm losing audio with you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got excited. See, that's what happens. But excited, kill everything. I think we deserve a better Green Lantern movie. Hal Jordan, he's my favorite Lantern. So I think we deserve something better. You know what? Even if they do Jon Stewart, I'll be happy, to be honest with you. I just want a better Green Lantern movie. But what I was saying before is, in Justice League, when they did the scene with the Green Lantern, when the rain came out of his finger and he flew away, like that was one of the moments in that movie when I was like, you know, because I saw.
Same here. I was like, please.
I know.
Please put something there, please.
I know. Oh man, but yeah, those are the two ones that I really, really want the most right now. I mean, I could go on all day, but I really want those. I really want that to happen, and I also, I mean, this was probably going to be an animated movie, but I really, really want a Blackest Night movie.
Oh my God, yes.
I know. But
oh my God,
more than likely that will be a DC animated, which I would be okay with, to be honest with you. I don't know if you follow the animated universe, like all the animated movies that they come up with.
Yes.
The last one they did was The Death of Superman, Part 1, and now they're doing Part 2, and they were fantastic. I mean,
oh my gosh, it was like that was the one thing I remember when I heard they made when they first made Superman Doomed. Okay, I thought at first I didn't see any of the trailers or anything. I was like, I've read Death of Superman, I've read The Return of Superman, I've seen the trailers. I'm like, maybe they're gonna do it right. So I watch it, and I got all this high expectations, and I was just like, this part of my French fucking sucks.
I know.
I was just like, what the heck? And then they announced that the Death of Superman, and I was like, who's writing it? Peter Tomasi. Getting it. I don't care what.
Yep. Yeah. I went all the way. I was like, I'm getting the 4K Blu-ray of this. I'm going all in. And I'm glad I did. It was amazing. It was really, really good. And Part 2, the way that at the end of the credits, they show you like how they're setting up for Reign of the Superman, and I was just like, yes.
Yes, you're doing it right, DC. Keep
Yep.
on doing the good work. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one
man.
thing. Yeah. Did you hear that if you have the streaming service DCU, that you will get anything that's animated will come out that when it comes out, it goes onto the DCU app.
Really? So it's gonna go there before it goes. I guess when it goes digital, it will go there. Because
I
digital
think
always comes
so.
out first. It comes out
I
like two
think
weeks before.
so. It might be. Don't. I shared it with a couple friends on Facebook.
Okay.
I got to read it again, but it was either when it came out physically or digitally. I can't remember,
Okay.
but I was like, well, maybe I don't need to buy the Reign of Superman. I'll still buy it, but you know.
Yeah, I have to. I'm a huge collector, so I have to buy them. I have to. And for a while, I was collecting. Best Buy had these editions that came with like a little figurine, and I was getting those for like the longest time. And I got several of those actually. So yeah, I'm a sucker for collectors. You get me with those.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, but I mean, you took my tube too. I mean, I want to see.
You had Nightwing too?
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah,
I love Nightwing.
Of course.
I remember going as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
going to my local not my comic book shop, because before I actually started collecting, I actually just read them on my library. Had a huge collection, so and I read all the Nightwing ones, and I remember reading the first one when he becomes Nightwing, where he gets fired by Bruce Wayne and then goes to Superman. Superman then gives him the idea of Nightwing.
You know what? I think that is one of the coolest thing about the Nightwing character. The fact that he names himself after a Kryptonian bird.
Yep.
Let's go.
I know.
Kryptonian bird / hero.
Superhero, yeah.
Are you kidding me? That's like my favorite superhero, inspiring my favorite Robin to turn into my second favorite superhero.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that too. Just get Henry Cavill to pop up and just be like, hey, ain't that bad.
I would cry. In the movie theater, all you would hear would be like, oh my God, tears.
I want to be there to hear that. Like, I hear in the background, Lucy, you okay? Fine.
I'm fine, man.
It's so
I had
beautiful.
something in my eye.
Just allergies. That popcorn, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's butter, man. It's a butter. But yeah, dude. All jokes aside, I would seriously freak out if that were to ever happen. Oh, yeah. And Robin, he has been in the DC universe, in the DCU, because the suit with the ha and everything. We don't know what Robin it was. It was probably Jason Todd. But
I thought Zack Snyder confirmed it was Jason Todd.
Did he say it was Jason Todd? Oh, there you go. So that means that there was a Dick Grayson. So.
Well, and this is the thing I've heard. I gotta watch it again. There is on one of the tombstones. Apparently, there's a tombstone like when Bruce is walking. Like apparently, one of the tombstones does say Dick Grayson.
Oh, come on!
I know. I was gonna say. When I thought something about that, I was like, Zack Snyder, if you killed off Nightwing, you are dead to me, man.
I know.
You're dead to me. You're dead to me. Just God, if you really did that.
I know. So see, that's what I'm talking about. Are they still doing the Batgirl movie? I haven't heard anything in a while. I remember they were saying that they were going to do something.
I don't know. I've heard there's a Birds of Prey movie coming out.
Okay, so she's probably going to be in that, maybe.
I don't know. I've heard also in the rumor, but I haven't heard anything for a while. That, yes, it started production, but I've heard, Margot Robbie's been showing that, yes, they're doing that.
Oh, yeah, she showed the script. That's right. She showed the script with, that said like Harley Quinn on it.
Yep, and then what was it? Another one they had? Rumors going around that James Gunn's is writing, I think, the new Suicide Squad, or he's directing.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and I have hope for that, because, I mean, James Gunn did a fantastic job with Guardians of the Galaxy, making it about a character we really, really do care about. I mean, I didn't pick up Guardians of the Galaxy comics until after I watched the movie. I was like, what the heck is this?
I know. Same thing with me. I remember I bought the trade like the day after I saw the movie. I was like, I'm in. I thought the characters were really, really good, and he did a really good job in that movie. You're right, 100%. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. But you need to pick a character though. What's the one character that
you picked both?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
You got Hal Jordan too, which we know there's a movie coming out, which I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see, but one of my favorite actual Green Lanterns. One of them is, yes, Hal Jordan. The other one is Kyle Rayner.
Nice, good choice.
I liked Kyle Rayner when I read his going into becoming a White Lantern during the
dude, when he was Ion. Remember when he was Ion? Have you ever read that?
That was the one I didn't get to. I know.
When you get a chance, find those books, read them. Beautiful pieces.
Because it wasn't part of the omnibus, was it? I don't think it was.
No. I think this was before
Jeff Johns picked up. Yeah.
Yeah, way before. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking about pre-Blackest Night, like I think pre-Sinestro War, to be honest with you.
That's the one I got to pick up. That's the one I got to pick up because I knew the history because of Comics Explained was the one that got that. So I know who he is. I know when he became Ion. But like, yeah, I would love just to see a Kyle Rayner story. And for me, like, I liked it when I think it was Wrath of the First Lantern where he had to pick like master all of the Lantern Corps to become white. And I would love to see that in a story. Him going to like after we get a Blackest Night and the whole thing, but like having that and having him turn into the White Lantern. Oh,
I know, that was pretty cool. He was really cool. I don't know if you ever read the Injustice comic books, the ones that take place in the video game universe. They did him dirty in there though. I don't know if you went
pissed.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, really? Wow.
Look, he was in there like for like what, a couple panels, and he was like, "Yep, he's dead." And I was like,
he wasn't just dead. He was like, "Holy crap, dead!" Like I remember seeing that, and I even went back, and I was like, "Did he just get ripped into pieces? Did that just happen?"
Yeah. Same thing I did. I was like, really, dude? Yeah. I'm like, you just took one of the like most one out of the four like popular characters of Green Lantern, and you just ripped him off. I'm like, really?
I know. I even said to myself, why didn't you take Guy? Take Guy. Give me back my Kyle.
Yeah. Guy's an asshole. I don't mind Guy dying.
Take Guy Gardner. I don't like him at all.
I mean, just having Batman punch him out will be good.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, dude. But yeah, that's definitely. But I would like to see Kyle Rayner too. I would like to see that too.
See, and okay, so you have Nightwing as your favorite. Actually, Nightwing's my second favorite Robin.
Okay.
Jason Todd, not as Robin, but Red Hood.
Oh yeah,
that's my favorite, and I would love to see him, which everyone was speculating the Batman movie would be under the Red Hood, which was awesome. I would love to see him have a good story of some sort.
Oh yeah. And did you see the pictures of Jensen Ackles dressed as him?
Oh my god,
yeah, dude.
Oh my god, yeah. Are you kidding me? I got excited. I was like, he's gonna play. Oh, it's only cosplay. What the?
Because he voiced him in the animated movie, and he was great, So he looks the part. So that was pretty awesome.
What was it he was saying? He mentioned something about like when he found out that Jeffrey Dean Morgan was playing Bruce Wayne's dad or something. I think he like made a comment or something. I can't remember. Or was that when he was playing? Oh no, that was when he was playing Negan.
Okay.
He put a I remember in Supernatural, like I think he put down like a bat in the episode, and I was like, wow, that's a nice reference.
Oh yeah. Jensen Ackles picked up a bat, and then he was like, oh, this was Dad's. And then I think Jared Padalecki was like, oh, yeah, that was his favorite. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, that's a nice reference.
Yeah.
He's coming back, so that's a good thing.
I know. But, yeah. I'm so excited about that.
Oh, my gosh. Supernatural. We're going to veer way off if we start going to that.
I know. So, Aquaman. What about Aquaman?
So,
dude, I could talk about this stuff for days. Trust me.
I know.
It's the stuff I love. We're passionate about it. And that's why I love about everybody who does this kind of things, I think we bring some light to an industry that up to very recently was buried, It wasn't until the comic book movies and everything started coming out, and then everybody became a superhero fan, So something that back in the day and was you could get like bullied for because you had a superhero shirt on now, Nowadays, you see everybody wearing a superhero shirt, and everybody's embracing the mythos of all these characters.
Hey, we were first, okay? Come
Yeah,
on.
exactly,
We were
exactly,
first. We made it
absolutely.
cool first.
Absolutely, man, 100%. But I'm glad to see that now we live in a world where now a little girl can look up a Wonder Woman and be like, "Holy crap, she can be just as strong as Superman," you know? And she's a woman. She's a Wonder Woman, you know?
Mm.
And a guy who can talk to fish is such a fantastic character, you know? And so it's a really good time to be alive. I always tell that to my friends, to all my friends. Like, I'm glad I'm alive in the time that I'm alive. I love it.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we basically knocked out all our topics. I mean, you
Yeah.
got any closing thoughts?
No, man. Again, just thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. You're a fantastic dude, man. This is our first time doing this, and I hope the first of many. I love meeting other
Oh,
YouTubers like us
there's gonna be many.
and
Trust me.
doing this.
This.
I love it. And to you guys watching, if you guys haven't checked out my content, I hope you give me a chance. Go check out the Geek Fortress. Hopefully, you will put a link down in the
Yep, it's
description
on here. It's
below.
on.
Excellent, excellent. So I don't have a tablet or anything to look at the live stream right now, so I'm just looking at the phone. But check me out. I do 1 minute reviews of movies. I do unboxings. I do playthroughs of video games. A little bit of everything, really. It's I always say, even my intro is like comics, movies, games, and beyond, because you never know what I'll do next. And my newest series that I'm doing right now is doing a monthly haul where I like show up the stuff that I get that month, and it's really fun. I enjoy doing it. I've only done one video of that so far, but it's fun. So I hope you guys check me out, and of course, keep giving small YouTubers a chance.
Yeah, guys, definitely be checking out his channel. I absolutely love it. I mean, he's got the charisma that he has when he presents these 1 minute reviews or any sort of review in general. It's catching. It's very catching. I mean, it's just I laugh, I cry, I have tears of joy of all these other things. But it's just definitely check him out. Link is in the description down below. And as always, guys, have a good Sunday and peace out.
Later, guys.